guys, this is going to be a really quick intro because the weather outside is so loud. It's just stopped, but it will start again, and the wind is just like, it's so loud. So it's also dark because, oh, that was like really up close to my ring light. It's also quite dark because it's like 6 o'clock at night right now because I went out today, so I couldn't film during the day. But this is actually the start of a weekly reading vlog. So how much do I read in a week? I must admit, I haven't actually counted the pages I've read today. I will be doing that from tomorrow so you guys can get like an accurate sense. But I have read from part 2 of Divine Rivals to part not Divine Rivals. The second book, Ruthless Vows. I read from part 2 to part 3. There she is. Isn't the part page, like the part 3 where the page is so pretty? Like, I love the stars. I love the little envelope. Love. Anyway, so I'm on part 3. I'm going to read some more tonight and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm going to give you an update in the morning when it's nice and sunny and it's actually like a really good quality video. So I look forward to seeing you guys then. So this video will end next Sunday so you can really see how much I read in a week, and yeah, I'm just really excited to get into it and also to see how much I can read in that time. So I'll see you guys soon. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to read some more of this because I'm absolutely obsessed, and I'll see you soon. And no, I don't know what I'm going to read after Ruthless Vows because Divine Rivals was so good. I read it on holiday because I went on holiday at the beginning of January and it was so good. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it, and so it's just been in my head, and so all I've been thinking about is Ruthless Vows. So I don't know what I'm going to read next. I have no idea. But hey, love you guys. See you soon. New location. Where's this? My bedroom floor, because normally I film on this chair, but I am just too lazy. Guys, I'm just too lazy to get up on that, so we're gonna film here. It's the next day. It's Monday. I haven't read any more yet today because I have a busy day today and I've been getting ready to go out and I am late. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so oh, I'm so like blocked up, I've got a cold, so sorry. But I am on chapter 43. I think I'm on part 4 now. Let me look. I don't know. I read this when I was half asleep last night, but I do remember it all. Yeah, I'm on part 4 now. So I am on page. I'm like a grandma. I'm on page 321. So we'll see how much I read today. I've been awful this month. Like, this has been, I'm getting comfy. This has been a really, really good reading month, but it's been such a bad month for me actually tracking my reads. Like, normally I track them on Goodreads, Storygraph, Bookmaree. I love Bookmaree, by the way. Like, it's so good. So normally I'm like tracking everything, but I just haven't this month. So like, oh, I know I read a lot of books in January, but if someone's like, what days did you read them? How long did you read them? Like, how many days did it take you? I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know how many days it took me to read that book. I don't know when I read it in the month that I read it. So I really need to get better at that. So that's also my goal for today. I really want to finish it today. I'm probably going to get home around 5ish, maybe 5:30. So hopefully I will be able to finish it today. I do have uni work to do, but would I rather do uni work or read this? I think you know the answer. I think you know the answer, so we'll see. But I'm loving it so far. Like, I loved Divine Rivals. It took me a while to get into this. I think I really loved it going onwards from like 25% in. For the first 25%, I was like, oh, I'm not sure it's having the same effect. But no. Just hold on, because now it's 5 stars. Now I'm obsessed with it. Now I'm staying up to read it, which I love sleep, so I don't really do. So that's always a good sign. And I'm like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, hang on a second, and I've got so many theories, and I just, yeah, I love it. So we'll see, but this is day 2 of the reading vlog, so we'll see what I get to. I'm gonna go now, I actually need to leave the house. Love you, see you soon, bye. Hi guys, little update. It's so gloomy outside. Like, would you believe me if I told you it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Would you? Because it is, and it's so miserable. It's raining, it's grey, it's not fun. However, isn't that, oh my god, why is my ring light like blinding me? Okay, this, I'm getting less blinded. Isn't that kind of the perfect time to do some reading? I got my nails done this morning, so feeling refreshed. I need to clean my room, so we'll be doing that this afternoon. But apart from that, we can just dig into some reading. The last time I spoke to you was yesterday, which was a Monday, and I finished it. Did it make me sob? Yeah. I think I don't know, the last 20%. I am ill, by the way, so if I sound blocked up, that is why. But the last 20% of this book was actually just straight up emotional turmoil. It was straight up emotional turmoil. It just like, where did it come from? Where did all that come from? Okay, I have never been so horrified and upset and scared reading in a book since Throne of Glass. It was going so well, guys. It was going so well until the 80% mark, where it just ripped my heart out. I haven't recovered yet, and I'm still angry about the ending. Not the ending, but things that happened towards the end. So I haven't rated it yet. Why am I holding the book so weirdly? What is that? It's oddly comfortable though, so I think I'm just gonna keep doing it. I haven't decided on a rating. Oh, just kick the tripod. This is going great. I haven't decided on a rating yet because I need a few days to think on it. They're not 5 stars. As much as I love them, Divine Rivals was 4.5. I love them and I think they're great books, but they haven't got that 5-star feeling. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to recommend a rating because I know I'm going to change my mind tomorrow. I just need to think about it, sit on it and decide. But yeah, and then on my way to get my nails done, I did start, I don't know if you can see it, to swoon and to spa. I remember seeing this in the works for like £2.50 last summer and I didn't buy it. God knows why. And I just saw it on Kindle and I was, after that absolute horror show, I needed something happy. So, giving this a go. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm only, not very far. I'm 6% in. I'm on page 15 out of like 320. So, you know, there's still a lot. There's still a lot to go. I'm not loving it. I might read something else. Maybe, because I hate having a day that's perfect for reading and then spending it not reading or just keep switching books because you don't know what to read. That annoys me. So I'm gonna give it a good go. Really am. I'm gonna go and clean my room now and film some other videos in the dim dark. Can you hear that rain? Tell me you can hear it. It's so miserable out there. I'm so glad I'm not outside right now. Update you guys when I read some more. Love you lots and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye. Hello my loves, welcome back for an update. As you can see, it's like really nice and sunny, which is so nice because it has been cold and miserable for the past few days, so I'm just glad to see some sunshine and have it on my face. Today is currently Wednesday the 30th of January. I didn't film on Tuesday yesterday because I honestly did not feel well at all. I felt really unwell. I had a few personal things going on. You know, life just happens sometimes and I didn't want to film, which is absolutely fine and totally normal. But I did finish To Swoon and To Spa and I loved it. I'm really debating spending £10 and just ordering the actual book because I loved it so much. It was like the perfect book to read, especially when all of that was going on and I didn't feel well, you know, mentally or physically, because it's so cheerful and it's so cozy and it's so silly and it was just such a mood booster. And I'm really grateful that I read it when I read it. So that is definitely maybe even a 4 stars, because even though it was short and even though it's part of a series that I hadn't read the others of yet, so I struggled to understand some characters who were thrown in there without any physical descriptions, because obviously by that point in the interconnected series you should know what they look like. I didn't, because I hadn't read the rest of it. So apart from that, where some of the characters I was getting confused with and I was like, who are you again? I loved it. I really loved it, and I am definitely going to read the rest of the series now. I want to explore the other like couples and their friends' stories, so that is exciting. And then I had to clean my room this morning because it was, quite frankly, a tip. I had to do some polishing and clean my glass, put things away. You get it. So I started listening to calm the beep down on audiobook. This is actually in my February TBR, and I know it's still January, but I really wanted to read it, and I thought I don't really listen to audiobooks, and I really want to when I'm cleaning my room, and I'm about to take my dog on a walk and do some errands, so I'm going to listen to some more of it then. I just thought, why not? Why not start it a bit early? Like, what's the harm in that? If you want to read it, read it. So I'm currently reading this. I am currently on page 91 in the audiobook. You know what I mean. I correlated. I found the page. Which is 40% through, which is wild. Like, it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Is it a bit insane to think I'll finish it today? Probably. Do I still think that? Yeah. So we'll see. We will see. But I am really enjoying it. I don't really read many non-fictions, and one of my goals this year was to read more non-fictions, and this would be technically my third, but the one I read was, let me get it. A few weeks ago I read Be More Taylor, which is a tiny, tiny little non-fiction advice book via Taylor Swift. Well, not via Taylor Swift, but based on her music and her songs, it gives you bits of advice, which I would count, but I know some people wouldn't. So we'll say 2.5. This would be my second in the 2.5 ratio of non-fiction books that I have actually read this year, which I'm so happy about because I only read one last year in January. It did turn out to be one of my favourite books of the year, but again, I only read one, so I really, really wanted to up that number by like 5 this year. Currently, I'm on a roll, so it's something that I'm really happy about, and yeah, I'm also finding it really helpful because we all know I'm a chronic overthinker, so I will update you guys later. Hello my lovelies, it's the next day, so it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. I finished Calm the Bleep down yesterday. I did read it all in one day, or listen to it. I read a part of it and listened to most of it while like walking my dog and cleaning my room. I read part 4. I really enjoyed it. Like always, I don't tend to give ratings straight away because I tend to think about it. I find that I'll do a rating and then like 2 weeks later I'll be like, actually, that's not right. So I'm gonna give this a rating at the end of the video, but just know that I did really enjoy it and it was really worth it, and I haven't actually listened to, I'm putting it back, an audiobook in so long. That was so nice to get back into audiobooks, and now I may have another one on the ropes. I don't know. I haven't started it yet. But I may do. That's another thing. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I don't want to summon a reading slump. It's almost as if like I've got too many options. Like I've got loads of things I want to read and I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed. So we'll see. I'm gonna try a few out on my commute to uni because I can just bring my Kindle and do that. So hopefully I'll find a new read on the journey there or on the journey back. I'm also wearing my Magnolia Parks inspired jumper. It's actually not Magnolia Parks merch, but because it has a little deer on it with the little bow, I saw it on the Hollister website and was like, Magnolia Parks, like that's all I can think of with this cute little deer and a little bow, so I call it my Magnolia Parks jumper. I'm gonna go now because I am gonna be late for class. If not, I'll see you guys after this, hopefully with a new read. Okay, love you. Hi guys, it's the next day, so it's Saturday, which is actually the last day. I actually lost count of when I started filming this video, so this is a shock to me and you that this is the last day, okay, because I feel like I've been filming for like 3 days. I haven't, it's been a week. Crazy. This is going to be a quick one because I do have to leave the house for work in about 10 minutes. Am I still in my pyjamas? Yeah. Will I stay in my pyjamas until the last possible minute? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna die on that hill. So, did I go from thinking, I don't know what to read yesterday, to starting 2 books? Fun fact about me, I never start more than 1 book at one time. Unless it's for uni work, because I just get overwhelmed and I end up liking one book more than the other and then reading one book more than the other. But I feel like I've found a solution for this problem while also getting through my TBR. So I feel like I'm kind of slaying away, guys. I'm just that good. But so I started Invisible Woman. This is another book that I have had on my TBR for like 4 years. 4 years. So I thought probably should fix that because we all know that my New Year's goal is to get through my physical TBR. And then I was like, but I don't feel like reading it. You know, ironic that considering it's a reading vlog. So I was like, what can I do? And I searched it up and I was gonna say podcast, the audiobook is free on Spotify Premium. So I've been listening to this on my commute to uni and my commute to work, and I'm loving it. I think it's really interesting. It's got loads of facts and details, and yeah, so I'm just enjoying that on my commute. Makes me feel smart. And then, because we all know if we're listening to a non-fiction, we also want to read something. And I was in the cowboy romance mood, and I thought maybe for once in my life I can actually record myself reading an Elsie Silver book, because we all know that one of my favourite series, the Chestnut Springs series, you never saw me read that. So I have started Off to the Races, which is actually part of my 25 books I want to read in 2025, which will probably be in a video soon. I know that it's like a month late. January has been January, but you'll see it at some point. So, but Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, I am just so excited. I mean, I'm only on page 28 at the moment. I read some last night and I read some this morning before work with a Twinings glow tea in this mug. I'm like a victim of trends. Like, I saw that going viral on TikTok and was like, I'm gonna find it, and it actually is actually really good. It's worth it, so go get some. It's so nice. But yeah, so I started reading this. I must admit, I'm not into it yet. I think normally it takes me a little while to get into it, especially because I read like 12 pages last night and like what, 15-ish? That's not right, is it? Something along those lines. Pages this morning. It's not like I've actually sat down and properly read it, so I feel like that's why I'm not into it. But it's Elsie Silver, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I'm reading at the moment. I'm going to listen to some more of this on the way to work, and I'm going to bring this with me just in case I have a spare minute, which I probably won't, but you know what I'm like. Okay, I actually have to go now. Love you. Talk to you later. Hello, my loves. So it's a few days later. It's now Tuesday. So obviously the reading vlog finished on Sunday. I was at work, so I didn't really have time to film. So here I am doing a little recap of the week we spent reading together. You'll have to excuse my voice. I am still full of cold, but we're powering through. So firstly, it's right at the bottom of the stack. I don't know why I did that. We read Ruthless Vows. This is like incredible. I loved it. It put me through the emotional ringer, as we've already discussed. I think I'm going to rate this a 4.5. There were just a few little elements that prevented it from being a 5-star, but that doesn't mean I don't absolutely love it, and it doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about it all the time. It doesn't mean it's constantly in my brain. Roman and Iris. Wow. Wow. The next book I read on my Kindle, which I need to decorate because it needs a few more stickers. I have got some stickers coming in the post, so maybe I'll put that in a bookish vlog. We'll see. But that is To Swoon and Despair. I am really debating buying it. I think I'm gonna buy it at some point. And I think I've got like half a stamp left on my Waterstones card, and then I get £10 off. So I could use that to then get my £10 off. I loved it. When I was reading that, as you guys know, wasn't feeling great, and there were just a few things going on personally that were just had me spinning out a little bit, and that was like the perfect book to read at that point because it's so silly, it's so cheerful, it's obviously romantic, it was making me giggle, and it's a period drama with period drama tension, and we all know I love that. I'm obsessed. It made me laugh, it made me smile at a time when it was hard to in those few days. So yeah, I loved it. That's going to be a 4-star. I think if I read it at a different point, it probably wouldn't be a 4-star, but because of how much it cheered me up, it's going to be a 4-star, and I am going to read the rest of the series. So I'm very excited to do that. And then, even though it's in my February TBR, I obviously thought I'd get a head start. I read Calm the Beep Down. Well, I say I read it. I listened to it in audiobook format, and I literally finished it in one day. I cleaned my room, I walked my dog, I did uni work. I just did everything admin that I needed to get done with this in the background, and it was so worth it. I loved this. I do want to go back, flick through, read a bit of it, because I do feel like I didn't take it all in properly, so I would like to just flick through it again. I think I'm going to rate it a 3.5. It was really good, made me smile, made me laugh, but it wasn't like life-changing. When I flick through it, maybe my rating will go up, but for now that's what I'm going to put it as. It also had quite a few things in it that I already knew, so I was a bit like, I already know that. But it still cheered me up, and I think it still does have a lot of good points and a lot of tactics in there that could definitely benefit me and my overthinking. So yeah, I also just love the cover. I just think it's so nice. And then I haven't actually finished either of these yet. I know it's like 3 days later, but I think I'm going to finish this today because I'm currently like 77% through. I am actually reading it on my Kindle. It's bad. I literally have the book and I'm reading it on my Kindle. I tried. I tried reading the actual book and I couldn't focus, and I found that I could focus on my Kindle, and I think that's a bad sign, guys. I think that's a bad sign. I need to just read a book and not touch my Kindle to remember that I can do that. And it's not going to take me forever to read it because I literally got this at Christmas. What do I think I was doing before? But 77% through, I definitely have gotten into this now. I will say it's not her best book. I think the Chestnut Springs series and the Wild Side, Wild Eyes series is a lot better, but you have to keep in mind this is her first book, and I think for her first book it's really good, and you can see the progress she's made in her other series, so I think that's really nice to witness. And I love there's a really good relationship in here, hear me out, between the girl and the horse she's training, and I love it. That horse is her best friend, and if anything happens to that horse, I'm falling apart. Okay, I am falling apart. Love, although the love interest, I'm a bit like, I'm not so keen on him. But he's kind of redeeming himself. So, like I said, 77% through. I'll just have to see how it ends. And then same with this one, I think I'm about 65% through this, and I've been listening to this on audiobook solely. I found that I didn't read. I think I read one non-fiction last year. I've had this for 3 years, and I've realised that it's because I struggle to focus on non-fictions when I'm reading them. I think because I'm so used to escapism in books, and you have to focus so much in a non-fiction. But I've worked out that audiobooking them is like amazing, life-changing. I went on 3 walks yesterday. 3 walks. I think that's my new mission, my new sign. I just need to audiobook my non-fictions that I haven't read yet. Brilliant. But yeah, so I'm currently on chapter 11, so 217. I think I've got like 100 pages left, so I think I've got about 2 hours left in the audiobook, so I'll listen to some on my dog walk and on my commute to uni today, and we'll just see how we go. I could finish it today, but I could finish it tomorrow. We're just gonna see. So yeah, those are the books that I have read or am still reading from the weekly reading blog. I just want to say a massive thank you if you're still here, if you've gotten this far. I've really enjoyed this video and I hope you've really enjoyed it too, and I hope that I've given you some book recommendations or that I've read one of your favourite books and you're like, oh my god! So yeah, I'm just really grateful if you're still watching, and take care of yourself, and I hope I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye!